One of our first ideas about getting him into this program was to help him to be able to listen for longer periods of time and to be able to follow instruction and to help him focus. And we have found that that's exactly what he did.
We've seen improvement in his schoolwork, we've seen his improvement at home, and this includes the attitude, his work ethic. Everything is just completely improved. He was having a couple bad spots with some attitude problems in school and at home, and that it just completely disappeared.
So for working on it at home was brushing his teeth and not fighting with his brother, taking on more responsibility, taking over his own routine, getting himself ready. He's done amazing. He gets his own ladder out, he gets his own stuff out, he does it all on his own. We don't have to ask him.
Where's his brother? We do have to ask him. And he's 11.
The most important thing that kid can learn, because you never know what the world's going to look like in 20 years when they're adults, is to teach them resiliency. And so I really want my daughter to learn to be resilient.
Yeah, the color system of belts as well as the check marks that they use outside of class have really helped her work on her commitment and her focus and dedication to a single category, a single priority. And we've noticed a marked difference.
When it's trying things for the first time, he was very reluctant. No matter how much we encouraged him, unless he was sure about it, he would have trouble doing it. I found that with this program, it has improved his confidence on trying things for the first time.
But the thing is, like, you're not going to advance to the next belt level unless you were accomplishing things at home. And I really love that, because like I said, you can't just show up to the dojo and do a great job and get to the next belt. You have to go home and bring it home, which is really good.
Say that there's been a tremendous amount of self-confidence that's built up. Since he's started the leadership program, he's learned that when it comes down to staying focused for those goals, it's better to, focus on what he needs to do to accomplish his goals, but also to lead by example.
When our son would try something and fail, or not do as well as he wanted to, he'd really get discouraged and he could really get down on himself, or he would not want to do it again at all. One thing that this class has helped teach him is when he doesn't do something perfect right off the bat, or he doesn't accomplish his goal necessarily, he doesn't get so down on himself. He realizes that as long as he's trying his best, that he'll improve as long as he keeps at it. And he isn't so quick to give up or be hard on himself. He gives himself credit for trying and making improvements inch by inch as he goes along through the program. I really like that too.
I was hoping more so of independence and confidence, I would say.
Definitely, he's definitely lacking a lot of confidence. He listens really well and he loves to learn. And it's been helpful, extremely helpful, especially getting along with his brother. It's been a problem, and it's been a lot less lately.
Kind of finding his own way.
Yeah.
He's learning to, channel his frustration when that comes down, and how to not let that show in the negative way. How, if there is a problem at school, how it's easier to use words rather than negative actions, and, how to channel that frustration into, learning on, or focusing more on what, it really does take in order for him to show leadership rather than just falling in line and doing what the next person does.
So it's not just what she does here in the studio, it's also what we've seen outside the studio and enhanced her listening and her focus. It's a system of check marks as well as belt tests, right? So that provides an incentive both in the studio as well as outside the studio, in the home, and in class at school. It's also given us greater latitude as parents. We can use more carrots and less sticks now. So when we're trying to get her to do something, we can tell her like black belt focus, or hey, this is for a check mark, something like that. And so it's less on the do this and get punished. It's more like, hey, here's your incentive. Let's make this happen.
I like that we get to bribe with check marks rather than like lollipops and stuff like that.
We get to incentivize check marks.
Yeah, we're not bribing. We're incentivizing your behavior. Like, we chose, our first two were listening check mark and nutrition. And nutrition is really hard. It took a long time to get our 10 check marks. But you know what? sometimes I have to say the only way I could get her to eat her vegetables is like, you put them on the plate and I'm like, there's a nutrition check mark at stake. I'm like, okay, do you want, and you just keep saying, do you want that nutrition check mark? And she has to get it to get to the next belt, so she'll sit there and eat her vegetables. I do like that. It's great.
Like I said, carrots and sticks, and that's the best kind of carrot. Figuratively and literally.
Well, I really like when we get to kick bags and birthdays, they're fun. But what I really like most about it is the belt tests, because I think they're fun.
But her teacher says she listens, she's really, really good. And it's funny because sometimes she comes home and it's like, oh, are you talking about my child? She's so good at listening. So I have to say, one of the best things is seeing the improvement that she had in listening at home and just listening to us, or being able to control her emotions and not, get really, really upset if something doesn't go her way. She's getting much more in control of herself and just growing up a bit.
We had all these competing priorities, and again, you can spend as much time as you want taking your kid to these places, in the car, commuting to all those places, and we feel like we're getting all of that in one spot.
So yeah, we would definitely recommend this program to anybody with any kids, or for any reason they're having any difficulties, any of them.
Or not.
Or not, right. It's just a great program. It helps.
A well-rounded program
Yeah.
for any child.
I have been recommending this program to everyone. I really have.
Me and my wife would recommend this program to anybody. We have already recommended this program. It was exactly what we wanted. I can't say anything more about it except you should do it.
Nice.